Hi everyone, it's Justin here, and today on TBT with me, we are going to look back at the When I Was Little picture book series. When I Was Little is a picture book series I created in order to help me remember my childhood and all the things I did when I was a kid. I recently announced on Facebook that I'm going to be doing a new When I Was Little project. Actually going to be the last When I Was Little project, when we were little. I feel like it's time to sort of move on. You know, remember it in a glorious sort of finale, I guess you could say. It's an exciting project that I'm looking forward to start, but I think it would be awesome if we went back in time. Look at the picture book series, specifically Pacific, especially the first book. When I Was Little started with this. This is a shoebox, a Vans shoebox of photos of childhood memories. So pictures of me at family parties, pictures of me doing fun stuff. Check this out, look at that. This is me right here. I was looking through these photos because when I was little, I used to go through my mom's photo albums and put them on my wall next to my bed. When we moved, I put them all in a box and threw them under my bed in our new house. And then one day I found them. And around that time, it was 2006. 2006. I was looking for work, and this teacher wanted me to illustrate her children's book. And in doing so, I realized that this was kind of easy, and I think I could do one myself. I just didn't know what to do. So I was thinking of ideas, and I wasn't really a writer. And then I found this shoebox of my childhood memories, and I thought, hey, that'd be kind of a fun walk down memory lane if I could illustrate some of my favorite things I did when I was a kid, and also in a way help me remember them. And so that was the birth of When I Was Little. I had so much content that I came up with 2 books, When I Was Little and When I Was Little 2. See what I did there? And that was really fun. I have the sketchbooks here that we can look at. Let's do that now! Whoosh. Well, you can still see my shirt. Here is a sketchbook from 2007. This is when I started making the drawings for When I Was Little. You know, there's a lot of different art stuff in here. Die Hard! Some more. This is when I tried to learn how to ride a bike and failed miserably. Digging for gold, as my mom would say. Melting crayons on a radiator? Come on. That's, you know, you probably had done that before. Oh, and the reason too, I could have drawn When I Was Little with just pictures of me, but I wanted to draw different kids, boys and girls, and just, I really wanted to make it diverse. I felt like the childhood is so relatable. I drew poop. Oh, there's my big wheel. That was real too, with the lion head. I remember that, and this was red, so this was like yellow. I think this was this was yellow. No, this was red, this was yellow. I don't know if that helmet was real. Here's an unused drawing. Some girl sneezed in my face. Poopy diaper. This one was unused too. I sat in fudge. Some kid pulled my pants down in school. And all the girls saw my Superman underoos. When I got glasses, pushed the imagination in some of this imagery. So, like, you know, my first bully wasn't this large, but it felt like it. Oh wait, this was one of my favorite images. Just pouring out all the cereal to get the toy. I definitely did that. Here's sketches for the cover. I ended up using the image from the first cover and just put it over this one because I like the roughness of it, and I couldn't mimic that stance. This is essentially what we call a power stance. My cousins were staring at me one day with their hands underneath their chin, and they were just trying to get me to laugh, and I thought it was the funniest thing. And when I was coming up with the ideas for the book, it really captured my imagination. I thought that was a good image to represent this book about just the silliness and the playfulness of childhood. After going through these sketches here, I would scan them in, and here's like a mock-up copy of the book. So here's the image, right? If you notice, I didn't ink the pages. I just scanned in the pencils and darkened them because I was not a very confident inker. I didn't believe in my inking skills. And if you notice, my backgrounds were terrible. I just took Photoshop brushes and sort of painted on these backgrounds and kind of pushed perspective because I didn't have an idea of setting yet, of environment. Look at the fridge here, real quick and sloppy, and like the table. So I'm excited to actually go back and redraw some of these. And I'm going to fully ink them and color them and provide backgrounds. So it'll be an interesting look. 2008, I had this Help Wanted ad asking to share your favorite childhood memories. So I toured with this submission box. I slapped the ad on this makeshift box and asked people at conventions to submit a favorite childhood memory of theirs. I was so excited and happy with the response. Like, these were all I didn't get to use all of them, but these were all the responses that were in the box. Let's see if we can read some of these. When I was little, I told elaborate stories about a leprechaun and their epic adventures, but my sister constantly upstaged me by eating yogurt and being cute. I mean, like, some of this stuff was so fun. I used to dig for worms in my sandbox. I read a lot of books. I run and punted the cat off a porch over a fence. I mean, I used to burn ants with a magnifying glass. Like, it was just so... No, that was a little harsh. But it was so fun to just get a response. I put these in a book. I started using note cards for some of these ideas, just to sketch them out. Here's the ants. I made it a lot nicer, like where the ant hill was on fire and they were carrying him away. I didn't want to make it too vicious. Shark in a toilet. I mean, this was some good stuff here. Here's the leprechaun adventures, right? So this was really fun to do. I had a good time with making this, and that was called When You Were Little. I liked the interaction so much that I wanted the kids to be fully involved in the making of... Look at that puke. And fully involved in the making of the next When I Was Little book, that I made a coloring book. And the coloring book was a collection of just random things for kids to color. And by that time, I had really started to push shape. Look at, here's the lava sketch. And I would do like 3 or 4 of these just to try to nail down the pose. But when it came time to, here's punting of the cat. See, I just changed their facial expressions. The coloring book is actually the first When I Was Little project that I inked, because, you know, it had to be black and white and the lines had to be solid so that the kids know where to stay in the lines when they color these things. That was awesome. So after the coloring book, though, I sort of got tired, and by then I had joined Twitter and I had opened up the When I Was Little shop. I would Skype in and talk to kids about, you know, their childhood, even though they were, you know, still living in it. It was fun. Like, I would do workshops where I would teach kids simple drawing techniques and about shape, and sort of get them to make up their own When I Was Little page, and that was really fun. Okay, so again, I told you by the time the coloring book came around, I was going to schools and reading the books, and this was amazing to me. This is a book called When Second Graders Were Little, and it was by the Lincoln Elementary Grade School, and it was their art project for the year. They got together and made a book. See, here's... Thank you for Skyping with us. It was so cool. And look, they made their own book, and like they wrote their name and shared all their memories. And it was stuff like this that made me feel like I was doing something right. And they even typed it out themselves, so it was pretty adorable because there were spelling mistakes and stuff, but it captured what I was trying to do with the books, right? Is to show childhood and sort of make you live it and remember it. When I was little, I could not tie my shoes, so I kept asking for help. I mean, this was amazing. So that was cool, right? I got to show you some of these sketches. After the coloring book, I had 2 projects I wanted to do. A flashcard set, because I like the idea of definitely making it for kids, and the children's book was the right direction to go, and I just wanted to go one step further, and I came up with these flashcards called Playing the Alphabet. It was just a lot of things I used to, like activities, right? Games, look at egg toss, right? Oops. Oh wait, I'll show you my favorite one. Oh, I just dropped all these, didn't I? Organization! This one I liked a lot. Freeze tag. Yeah, pretty cool, right? So this was one of 2 projects, and then the other one was a travel book, which I did not do. I was going to take another submission box and go to different conventions and ask people to submit a favorite vacation memory of theirs, and then I was going to make it like a postcard book where you can tear the postcard out and mail it to someone. And it was such a cool idea, but I felt like it was just a rehash of when you were little, where I asked people to share their favorite childhood memory. I took a break, which ended up being 3 years of collaborating and working on other people's projects and getting to know artists who have become really good friends of mine. And I did Heart soon after, and that became my main focus. So the travel book sort of just kind of went away. I felt like I needed to come back to when I was little so I can go off and try new things. I really like making videos, YouTube videos, and I think the Art to Heart stuff's been really fun. So, and there, I have some comic book ideas that aren't kid content related, and like other things I want to draw and play with. I think in order to do that, I need to do this last When I Was Little project, which I have said before is sort of the culmination of meeting all these artists and touring with these books. Nearly a decade. So I think it's a good time to let it go, let it go. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this edition of TBT with me. I hope you like going behind the scenes at how this entire series started and sort of shaped my art career for a while. It forced me to join Twitter, which I didn't want to do, but when the 3rd book was coming around, I felt like I needed more of a social media presence, which is why my handle is at When You Were Little. The series has done a lot for me, and I think it's good to go back to it, especially having been doing other people's projects and working on other people's creative properties and sort of collectively brainstorming. It's been nice. So it's going to be a remix of some of the old art, which I'm going to redraw and ink actually, and some new things from me, and then hopefully I can get a few artists to send me a childhood memory of theirs and sort of get a snapshot of what it was like for them to be a kid and play and stuff. So, as my wife will laugh at when I say, but I think I need to chase a little whimsy. She says that's my favorite phrase because I say it all the time and I don't. Maybe just to her, but yeah, just I think that'd be fun. And I'll probably shoot some behind the scenes videos on the progress of the book, and I'm hoping to work on it in the summer and get it ready for winter and have something new on the table not just, you know, the same old stuff. So, bye. That's it. Thank you again. If you like the videos, share, like, and subscribe. Um, I've been having fun with Art to Heart. Thump's having a blast, and shooting videos with Irene is always awesome. Thanks for watching my channel grow and as I create content and stuff. So, see you later.